Guys do not approach you at the bar not because you're not pretty, but it's because of this. Bars every weekend with my friends, maybe for the past couple months, and I love it. I love socializing, and I'm single. And my friend and I were talking at the bar the other weekend, and we were talking about how we've never been approached by a single guy before.
Really?
Like, maybe ever, which is just insane to think about. Like, I can name a couple occurrences where they have, but it was like people from Europe, and they're like a different breed of people, okay? So I feel like the culture in America is way different. Guys do not want to approach you, not because of how pretty you are or how you look, but it's really because they're scared of you. And then us women over here who are single are thinking, like, we look amazing, we did our makeup, we chose the perfect outfit. Why aren't all these guys coming up to us? Even if we're not.
Yes, I'm sure that's why. Yes, because like pretty women are just so intimidating. What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about why men do not approach women anymore. Let's find out. So in this video, she's pretty much saying that men are intimidated to approach you because you're so pretty and they're just not used to that. But I mean, even men that are like high value, high quality, whatever you want to call it, that make a six-figure income, millionaires, everybody's being careful, especially here in America. Things are different in Europe, obviously, because Europe is very different. But here in America and Canada, I'm going to say, we have been punched in the face by feminism, by the Me Too movement, by the I Hate You movement, and that movement, and that movement, and the media and the movies and the commercials, all telling us that we are pieces of crap and we should stop approaching girls. That's why. So as a result, men are just pulling back and saying, I'm sick, I'm not gonna deal with this. Okay, I guess I'll just won't approach. I guess I'll wait for you to give me a signal and then I'll approach. But women are so bad at giving signals. It's like they want you to be a mind reader. And one of the things I've noticed is that women are just really bad at communicating. Because if they were good at communicating, we wouldn't have this problem.
No longer come up to women. I asked this in a TikTok last week, and it got so many comments, especially from men. And I just want to preface this with, this was no shade to men. This post was no shade to men, and neither is this one. I was just genuinely curious and asking. I love men. I think they're awesome, and I think that they're a little confused right now. But most of their responses said something like, we were told not to go up to you guys, and we were told that you want to be left alone, and you just want your own space, and you don't want us approaching you.
Exactly.
Which for some women, that can absolutely be true, but I love meeting people in person, and I just think that it takes a confident person to go up to someone when you see them in person, and I think it's a really cool way to meet people rather than meeting people online. Men were also saying things like they were called creeps and weirdos, and they don't want to be called that. It's not a pleasant experience. But I will say that it has to do with how you approach a woman.
Oh, please.
Like, for example, myself and my friends have had men come up to us with a really, really intense energy, like a very in-your-face energy, and they're really nervous and they're kind of scattered and they're very pushy or weird, and their energy is just off. And one of the most attractive things to a woman is emotional intelligence.
Here we go with the emotional intelligence. It's like, so I said that women are really bad at talking to men. That's why men have to go and approach them, right? Women don't have confidence. They say that we don't know how to talk to girls and we have no confidence. But I mean, you know, if if you tell a girl, "Hey, go and talk to that guy," they won't know what to do. It's like men are so much better at doing this, even when we're bad at it. Ironically, that we have to be the ones to do it, right? And she's saying, "Oh, well, it's because of your energy." Well, here we go with the energy conversation, you know. And this is one of the reasons why guys are just kind of waiting for to approach only girls that like you. If I see that a girl likes me, then I go and approach, right? But then I could just go up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Just start a regular conversation, and she will think that I'm creepy for the simple fact that she doesn't find me attractive. So really what women want is for an attractive man to go up and talk to them. That's what they want, not just any old dude.
If you go out and you are receiving non-stop attention, you need to go home and change. You look cheap and you look easy. I'm gonna tell you the most counterintuitive thing you've ever heard. And I know, it makes no sense. But hear me out, hear me out. When you do go out with friends or on dates or whatever the case may be, and barely any men come up to you, few, once in a while, whatever, that's how you know you did it right. You need to look expensive. You need to look like, if you are going to approach me, am I in your price range? Because this hoo-ha ain't cheap.
This hoo-ha ain't cheap. Yeah, because the first thing that I think about when I go up and talk to girls is, can I afford her? How much is she worth? How much does she cost? You know, that's the same mentality that people have when they go to a strip club. Oh, how much is she worth? How much I gotta pay her? Doesn't sound like she's approach worthy, is it? Because unless I have thousands of dollars in my pocket, I can't go up and talk to her. Better stay home and play video games then. That's the only thing I can afford to do.
So I just left the gym. Well, actually, I just left Whole Foods because I was grocery shopping, but I think I
Okay, this one got some big tatas. I'll give her that.
saw like the hottest guy I've ever seen in my life at the gym. And I was working out and he was like staring at me, and he was actually like down the treadmill, like 2 treadmills down. So then like I got off the treadmill and I went to the sauna, and then I saw him again. He came to the sauna. The whole time he was like staring at me, and he did not say one word. And I'm just like, are you gonna say anything? Like, and I'm not like the kind of person to like approach or talk to a guy first. I know like a lot of girls do that. I just can't. Maybe that's why I'm still single. But men, like, seriously, if you're gonna like stare, like, why don't you say something? Like, what is wrong with men these days? Like, they'll stare at you, but they won't say anything.
He's afraid of being recorded. He's afraid that you're going to pull out your phone, record him, and say, oh, look at this guy trying to talk to me on TikTok, and embarrass him. People think that the internet is not real. People think, like, you go up in public and you say, oh, what happens on the internet, it's not always true. Well, everybody lives on the internet now. Everybody lives on the internet. TikTok, YouTube. I mean, YouTube has literally beaten daytime television. Like the television channels are moving online to YouTube. So yes, whatever happens on the internet is real. People don't want to be humiliated, and there's been a lot of guys getting recorded, posted online, and just ending up being a joke. Men are afraid because they don't want to be humiliated. You know, they don't want to come across as a creep. And again, we have been told time and time again, stop approaching women in public. Yeah. Okay, men are actually listening. So why are you ladies so mad? Another thing is that feminism and the Me Too movement has ruined dating for regular women. You know, like regular, I guess, like the kind of like the tradwives, the more traditional women that are just nice, down to earth, and they just want to get married, have a regular relationship. It's been ruined. You know. It's been ruined for everybody. Let's see our next video.
Asking why don't men approach anymore? Why when they go outside there's always women everywhere? Where are other men at? I'm gonna say this as a joke, but there's always a level of seriousness. There has been way too many women making videos saying men to never approach them anywhere. And so a lot of men just said, okay. It's all psychological and people don't understand that. Okay, let's say you're a nervous guy, but you want to put yourself out there. You see a pretty girl at the bar. You're about to go approach her, but then you remember the video you seen of a girl with 1 million views saying, men, don't approach me anywhere. I'm not out to talk to men. Then you see thousands of women in the comments doubling down like, yes, don't approach. We're just outside to have fun. You got it. Approaching a stranger to initiate a conversation and not come off maybe in a weird way if you're kind of nervous, shy or whatnot, is very hard. It's one of the hardest things to do, right? So if you're consuming content and seeing lots of women say that they don't want to be approached, well, then you're going to have a lot of men defeated, have a lot of men inside, and they might be outside, but they're not going to say anything to you. Now, these are all just talking points. It's not like every woman creates videos like that, but there's plenty of them that do. So it's just like you have very nice guys that are like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave her alone. I'm gonna rock out, right? Then you are.
Yeah, and this is how the passport bro is created. A society that is hostile to men is going to create the passport bros. This is why the passport bros exist. When you can't even have a regular relationship in your own country, you're gonna look elsewhere. So this is literally a dating immigration that we're having. Okay? This is why men don't approach, and this is why men are leaving. Goodbye. I got my passport. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel, guys, to get notifications on the next videos. It's your boy and the Matrix. I hope you enjoy. Godspeed.